Hello everyone, you're here with the Chris Turner Experience at Alberni Toyota. I'm sitting in a 2017 Toyota Camry XLE, fully loaded car, but it's the hybrid. Not a lot of people are familiar with their hybrids, even though they've been around since the early 2000s. So I'm going to show you what a premium vehicle that Toyota offers has to offer you and can save you quite a bit now and in the future with its fuel savings. So as I said, this vehicle is fully loaded. So you have your basics, you have your power windows, door locks, mirrors. Now over here, you have BSM, that's blind spot monitors. You have traction control, which you can turn off if you need to spin your tires. Now this button here, this was only available on the odd Camry until 2018 when it became standard. But this is lane departure alert. So as you can see, that picture right there, it looks like two painted lines, left and right. When the camera that's up here behind your rear view mirror picks up the painted lines on the highway or going above 50 kilometers an hour, it will warn you if you drift over. So if you fall asleep or you're not paying attention, it will warn you and try and wake you up if you've fallen asleep when you've drifted over that line. This other button is called a pre-collision. This vehicle has sensors in the front that if you're about to rear end someone that has stopped, it'll warn you. And if you still don't take any immediate action to prevent the collision, it will apply the brakes for you and try and limit the impact. Instrument cluster, you can see when you're driving if you're in a charging position. So if you're coasting or braking, it will show that needle going into the charge. If you're accelerating, it will be in eco, or if you're really accelerating, it will go into the power mode. Just gives you a bit of an idea of what's going on so you can try and drive more friendly. You have your heads-up display. You can look at different messages, different settings, different fuel economy, your compass, all kinds of setups and displays you can view. Dual climate control. So on the left here, you have the driver's position and the passenger's position. Now I've synced it. So whatever I do to the driver's side will do to both sides. But if I turn sync off, the driver and passenger, as you can see, can have their own temperatures. Then if I put sync back on, whatever the driver's side is will go to both. It's pretty simple to adjust where it's blowing. I hit mode, it changes the picture there in the middle. You can see the air is blowing in different positions. You've got your fan speed, your heated back window and mirrors. There's a lot going on, but very nice and simple to use. A little bit of storage there with your USB and auxiliary input. Now this is a new feature for this car. Right there is Qi wireless cell phone charging. So if I put a compatible cell phone in that position, turn on my wireless cell phone charging, just by having my phone there, it will charge the phone wirelessly. No need for those cables that get all tied up and such. But if you still have to use a cable, you can plug it in the USB input and that will charge the phone adequately. Back here, I have heated seats for my driver and passenger. They are variable, so you can turn it off, click it on, and then as you roll it forwards, it adjusts the heat. Eco mode makes the vehicle drive a little bit more eco-friendly, use a little less fuel. EV mode, it will make the vehicle run on electric only. Now the car will do that on its own when possible, but if you're just pulling into the driveway late or leaving early for work and the vehicle can, it will put it in electric mode only if you override the system there. You have lots of storage here. You just hit the button, lots of storage. Lots of storage. They've really added some nice accents with the leather, the stitching all throughout the front and the rear of the vehicle. Lots of room for friends and family in the back. That middle section of the seat does come down, so you have a nice armrest with built-in cup holders. You have tray style rubber floor mats included, so if you're driving in the snow and you got slushy feet, it stays in the rubber tray rather than just falling out of the rubber tray. You do get a moon roof. Right now I just have it open because it's a darker winter day, but you can open it all the way in the summer or just tilt it up, or if it's too bright or hot, just shut it. This 2017 Camry Hybrid XLE has Toyota's smart key system. So this key, this is all it is. You just have to have it with you in your pocket, in your purse, in the vehicle, and the vehicle will start for you. So I'm going to put it in the cup holder here. Now to actually start it, I put my foot on the brake, hit this start button right there, and the car started. I know it has started because at the top there you can see it says ready. It starts in electric mode only first, and then it says, you know what, I'm going to start the gasoline engine to warm up the car and get things going. I have this on my screen, my 6-inch display, it is set up right now so I can show you what the car is doing. So because the engine's running, because it wants to warm up the car, instead of wasting that energy, it's going to send it into the battery. Now, again, another myth is you have to charge this car. You have to plug it in. You might run out, and you won't. This vehicle, you put gasoline in it, you drive it like you would any other vehicle, but it'll charge itself. How it does that is mainly by when you're coasting, say coasting down a hill, it will use the front wheels as a generator. The other way it charges is when you're braking, it takes that braking energy and turns it into electricity and throws it back into the battery. That's called regenerative braking. So it takes the braking energy and throws it back into the battery. Now, as you can see, the engine's turned off. The car is warmed up. It does not need to run. So quite often when you're driving, the gasoline engine will turn off because it's only needed for heavy acceleration, higher speeds, or maybe just to warm you up a little bit, and so on. So if I put it into drive, we're in a parking lot, so don't worry, I'm not driving and doing this, but we're in a parking lot, and it's going to start, and it's using just the electricity. You can see the energy going from the battery to the front wheels. That's how this car operates. Now, if I were to step on it, it would, because I'm accelerating quite quickly, it's going to kick in the gasoline engine as well. So both the electric motors and the gasoline motor will power the vehicle. That is how the Toyota hybrid system works. It saves you money on fuel everywhere you can, but if you need that extra power, the gasoline engine will kick in and give you that rocket-like feeling. This car has over 200 horsepower, and these electric motors have a tremendous amount of torque for when you want that feeling. Both the gas and engine and electric engine were working because I accelerated heavy, and now I'm coasting, so it is charging. And then as I brake, it still charges. You don't see a difference on the screen, but it is still charging. Now, fun fact, you see on the right there, that battery that's showing your charge level. The battery in a Toyota hybrid will never actually go below 40% and never above 80%, even if that battery indicator says it's low or high. Why that is because that way the battery doesn't deteriorate itself. Batteries are known to, as they get or overcharged or undercharged, they will deteriorate their life. So Toyota developed the battery system and a computer system that will last the life of the vehicle. Toyota, over 20 years of hybrids worldwide, have replaced less than 1% of all the hybrid batteries they have installed in vehicles new. So the odds of you having to replace a battery pack, which is a legitimate concern for many, they feel, is not a huge concern in my opinion. However, that being said, all the hybrid components, including the battery pack, has an 8-year warranty. So you can sure save a lot of fuel in 8 years if you had to ever replace the batteries. And the odds are, considering only 1% have been changed, the odds are in your favor. You won't ever have to worry about that. So like I said, this is our last remaining 2017 Toyota Camry XLE fully loaded hybrid. It's a beautiful vehicle with more options than I can show you in this quick walk around video, but you need to come see this vehicle before it's gone. There are huge savings because it's a hybrid, because it's a remaining 2017. We want to see this go to a nice warm home with drivers that will love it. Now this, like I said, fully loaded 2017 Toyota Camry Hybrid. Save you money right now because we need it to go to a home, and save you money continually as it is a hybrid, and will save you quite a bit of fuel now and into the future. So the Chris Turner Experience at Alberni Toyota. Come see me, let me show you this vehicle, let me show you how a hybrid works. You don't have to buy it. Let me just show you how this hybrid works and how great they are to drive. Fun, smooth, quiet, and luxurious. The Chris Turner Experience, Alberni Toyota, 250-735 2204. Thanks, everyone.